Okay, hopefully the stream doesn't die again. That shit is kind of annoying. I swear that hopefully that doesn't keep happening. Yeah, it's still level 60. Whoa, that's some lag on you, my friend. Or am I lagging? I'd believe it if I was lagging because of that, of how the stream dropped earlier. And yeah, this is soul level 60. Right now we're doing low level because it's a weekday, Tuesday. Not many people are playing. I don't think, at least. So I'm gonna do some low level invasions, and maybe later on I'll stream at higher. I'll invade higher. Thanks, Arcades. Yeah, I'm streaming. I'll probably be streaming a lot more often. Um, Up until school starts in like around a month or so. I'm trying to make it so I stream at least once a week, but I'll make it a habit to stream twice a week. All right, we did it. We won. 10 out of 10. Best fight ever. Oh crap. I don't know. I don't want to mix myself up with my weapons. Well, there are players who my method is actually pretty bad. What I do is when I swap, I I use like the palm of my hand, kind of, so I move my hand. So let me see. So like while I'm walking, I move my thumb over, and I kind of use my left hand. Wait, who's this? Sorry. Let me concentrate over here. Okay, so when I'm playing and I need to swap, most of the time what I do is let's say if I'm swapping like this, I just wait for my screen to unlock for rings. So I roll, that way I'm still moving, and then I start swapping. That way I don't move my finger around. That's a good way to hide it. But the thing is, if you're gonna swap like that, you should know what you're gonna swap to, like immediately. Because you're gonna stay standing still if you do it like that. Otherwise, while I'm walking around, I kind of move my left hand so that I control my right hand, sorry. So that while I'm walking, I'm using my left hand to walk around. So I'm using my right. Okay, let me explain this better. So while I'm walking around, I'm using my right hand to move my character around, with my left hand doing the D-pad. The problem, I can still press circle, but I can't move my camera. As you can see, I'm just moving my character around. But that's because I want to swap quickly. There's other ways to hold the controller much better. You could use a claw style where you put your thumb. Your thumb is on the right stick. Your index finger is on the D-pad, on the D-pad, on the little directional buttons, and then your middle finger is on the L1, L2. That is what is called claw, and that one's much effective because that way you can do this. See, I'm walking and turning my camera around. See, the thing is, I haven't trained myself to do this properly, so I'm kind of slow at it, as you can see. But slowly I'm getting the hang of it. So yeah, I'd say the best method, and you can just do it for when you're swapping in your menu, or when you get a swap parry or something like that. But just try to figure out a more comfortable style for yourself. I'm not trying to be the fastest. I'm just trying to like swap when I get the chance. Oh, this is a Fight Club. No thanks. I don't want to interrupt this. I'd rather just invade people going through the area. Hey, Khalid. Try the buff glitch. No thanks. I'd have to get a character who could use buffs. This character can't use buffs. Alright, OJ. Yeah. Sadly, my stream dropped, but earlier today I invaded Ouroboros' girlfriend. Woody. Fiance. Wife. I don't know. Where is the status on that? I'm still not 100% sure. I'm pretty sure she's fiance. I keep saying girlfriend. That seems like the more that's just what I'm used to, but I get fiance. Yeah, it's fiance now. So I invaded Ouroboros' fiance. She's going through the level with, I'm pretty sure, with Dragon Slayer, with Ornstein cosplayers. Hey, Croc. How are you? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Fight an undead match? Not right now. This stream I'm just planning on doing invasions. If you want me to invade you, you can just host in the area. Where is this? I'm doing good, Moog. I try to pronounce your entire name, but it kind of looks like a little bit of a. I'll fuck it. Moogligan. I think that's how you'd pronounce that. I'm doing good. You? Yeah. This is a very early stream. I don't normally stream this early, but today's my day off after working during the Christmas because it's been so busy. Christmas and New Year's time has been so busy. They gave me 3 days off this week. Today, Thursday and Sunday off. I'll definitely stream Sunday because there'll be a lot more people there. When you knight stance uppercut, then swap to an ultra great sword riposte. Yeah, that seems to be it. But the thing is, like for this, you gotta be like really close. You gotta be really close for something like that because otherwise you'll miss. Since this dark spirits take forever, I'm just gonna give him the win. If you're in the area, then yeah. I'll invade. Ugh. Hey Perry. Hey Edwin. I know I'm playing on PS4. I don't have a PC. Also, hello Zombie Slayer. You just came out. Your message came up really late. Saw the notification and it took a while to show up. Oh boy. Oh, he got me. Seagrouse. Oh no, you hit me. The thing is, I have Seagrouse. That's some latency right there, my friend. The fact you're skipping frames scares me. Oh! He could have gotten the repose. I swear my parry timings are so bad today. Parried a little too. He dead angled his swing. That's new. Mad. Ah, death. At least I get one of the phantoms. GG. Even after all this time, the dark sword is still the best weapon for roll catching. Thanks, Lost. Thank you for the $2.50. And his message is have $2.50 for the murder / horrible death. Oh, thank you. Well, that was a horrible death for me. But we will continue. We will resume. We'll keep invading. We won't let a little death get in our way. I'll get myself something to eat. Damn. With those frames, with frames like that, I can't even see what's going on. Well, that's a good bait. Wow, that almost guard broke me. That's nice. Oh, that works too. Should have been to the left side. I would have gotten him. Oh. Although I applaud you for using the Zweihander, you should start using a little bit more of those running attacks. Whoops. It's gonna have to resummon. Ooh, that's smart. Swapping to the spear. Nice. Honestly, it would be better if he, Oh, nice R2. Haha! You know what? That made me realize I need a plow. The plow is a way better spear. Alright, thanks, Lost. Have a nice night, alright? Take care. Pretty sure it's probably really late over there where you live. Usually stream either really early or, for me, really late. So, have a nice night. Ow. Holy shit. That was loud. That was like right in my ear. Ow. Hello, Abu. Yeah, GG. Rupturing my ear. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check to see if I do have a plow. Even though I like the partisan, I very rarely use all of its moveset because most of the time it's once I've killed all the phantoms and the backpedaling. For the plows, the R1s are good and the running attacks are good. It's just such a long weapon. Hey Paneki, how are you? Alright, no problems, Zombie Slayer. Thanks for coming. Thanks for checking in. Any suggestions for katana users? For katana, I don't really use a katana much, so I wouldn't know where to start. I guess you have to be very careful because it's... Oh, I wanna... Wait. Yes. Thing is, I cannot trade with him. Nice. The range is deceiving on that R2. Keep going. Keep going, Gio. Oh, it's a viewer. Oh, alright. Okay, you got the first one. Heal up, Gio. Oh, I guess not. Need to delay that R2 a little bit more. GG, Gio. 1-1. Hey Platt, any thoughts on streaming or recording any other games? Well, there isn't many other games that I actually, like, I'll play for extended amounts of time. I was planning on playing Fortnite, but that kinda like, I'm not in the mood really. I might stream it, might not, it all depends. I might make a poll and see if people are interested in that. I mean, I play games for personal enjoyment. I still play Dark Souls 3 off stream. but I want to stream people who would want to watch. And if I'm streaming for hell, if I'm streaming for like 5 or 10 people, at least 5 or 10 people, I'll do it. I'll stream another game. I know not many people will come in, but I just haven't had an interest to stream other games. It's just I'm so comfortable with Dark Souls that it's a series that I just stream, make videos of. So because most of the time when you stream a new game, because you're so set in a community, you won't get that many viewers. Not just because they're not interested in the game, but also because I hear it has something to do with your channel. Your channel starts getting associated with certain tags. Like, for example, me, I'm associated with Dark Souls 3, with maybe backstabs, ring swaps, all that. When people type that in the search bar, my name might come up. If someone types in Fortnite, my name won't come up. You know? So I'm like way down in the list to get for people to find my name. So it's just like it's not a priority for YouTube. Oh, this is gonna hurt if he hits me. One more. Ah. Well, at least you killed one, but you took me out too. Oh, GG. Also, hello, Noct, if I didn't say hi. People. Casters in a nutshell, yep. That's the sad thing about being an invader with a caster ally. You're still susceptible to the friendly fire. Getting hit by your friends or your teammate, your allies, whatever you want to call them, being hit by another friendly invader's spells, it doesn't feel good. Hello, Fabio. Welcome. I mean, it's understandable. There's still a lot of things about this game that need balancing, but it's never gonna happen. But with what it is now, I'm used to it. And plus, I've seen a lot worse. Trust me, I have seen a lot worse. I experienced Dark Souls 3, the Japanese version, before it got patched and the fume did that much damage. I still think that nerf was really on. I didn't even know Astral Blade was on. Ow. Making a new video, God. Yeah, Croc, make a new video. I'm interested in this. How am I not subscribed? I thought I was subscribed to Croc. His friend ran off the edge? Oh, really? I was planning on gank, but it looked like you had it. I kind of expected today to be a little slow, just because it's a weekday and it's an early Tuesday. People are still probably at work. Anyway, earlier today, um, in the other stream, like that happened, like that was the 20-minute stream that just got uploaded. In the 20-minute stream that I just got uploaded, the first person I ended up invading is Ouroboros' girlfriend, Woody. Brandon 505. I'm pretty sure you guys know Brandon Ouroboro. I don't know if she is like streaming or something, because I thought she hated the game. I thought she vehemently disliked Dark Souls 3. But she was hosting. I invaded her like twice. I'm gonna say twice. That is some grade A luck right there, if I ever did see it. Whoop. Looking at stream. Looking at chat. Oh, he's not here. Hold up, let me take off my jacket. It was colder earlier today, but now it's kind of hot now. Oh, there they are. I must have walked past them. I did not see them. I see you. Where's your friend? Oh, he's right there. Come to the ledge, please. Come to the ledge. He was stunned for a third hit, but whoops. Wow, is that Patches? What is that? Is Patches, isn't it? Oh, just barely. I just don't remember patches using a Dragon Slayer. That's smart. That sucks for him. I think that's GG right there. The host using the giants for a backup. Hey, pretty smart, pretty smart. Environmental kill. Oh yeah, the shield is a iron round shield. Yeah. I wish I made Dark Souls 3 video earlier. I started when the game died. The game hasn't died. It's just, it's reached a point where there are not many players. However, there's a lot of players on PC. Since there's a Steam sale, or there was a Steam sale, I heard that it was up to like 15,000 to 20,000 people playing. I think that's what someone told me. That's actually pretty impressive. Those are pretty good numbers. Normally, I heard it was like at around 5,000 before, or 3,000. But now there's actually a bit of players, new players too. Ever used the drag hammers? I did. I did use the drag hammers. The weapon art, the spinning weapon art is so good. The downside is it's so slow and it gives you no hyper armor that if someone swings at you right when you do the startup, you won't get it. You won't get the hits. It's they could have if the weapon art had some hyper armor, at least enough to poise through a straight sword, the weapon could be a lot more viable. Sadly, no. It would be better to use the twin axes. That's a much better weapon to use simply because the L1 just roll catches the shit out of people. Not only that, but on a strength build, it does so much damage. It's a very, very, very good weapon. Oh, hello. Are you playing? We're gonna feed the dogs, all right? Stay right there. No, wake up and feed the dogs. Oh no, whatever will I do? Whoops. It gives me good practice. What can I do for wake up? Do your best impression of Bill Cosby. I'm not known for impressions. I wouldn't know where to start. Hey there, Nickel. How are you? Oh, alright. We're invading. I do like the heavy cathedral. The cathedral knight greatsword is nice. I do like it. It's just it feels shorter than most greatswords. I think it might be the shortest. Anytime I use it, I feel like I have to actually space myself a lot more with this weapon. Oh well, connection error. Silver Knight's Ring. Those are definitely some weapons I need to get on this character. I need to get the winged twin axes. So I need to get the winged twin axes. Those would definitely be good to use, along with the what else? Oh, then replacing the partisan with the yeah, replacing the partisan with the plow, the 4-prong plow. What time is it there? Where I live, it's 2. It's 2 in the afternoon. Since I don't have work today, I just decided to stream, and I'll probably be streaming on Thursday. I don't know if I will stream, but I'll definitely be streaming on Sunday. The regular great axe, heavy infused, usually has more AR than Yorm's. The thing is, though, it's the great axe is just so like the range is so bad. It's so bad. That's kind of the main reason why I use Yorm's instead, because of the range. Because when I do this, I'll hit a lot more people with this because the range is just insanity. Look at that. The range is just, ooh, it's great. I'm not really going for the damage. I'm going for more range. Range is definitely better. Mr. Streams, lack of good streams besides Kurt's, but I really don't know his community much. Only a few people are using the Cathedral Knight Ultra Great Sword, but now almost everybody. This one is like one of the few weapons where this is I think the only weapon. The R1 R2 is a true combo. I don't know why. R1 into R2 is a true combo. If you hit someone with it, if you hit them with the R1, you will hit them with the R2, and it's just so good. Maybe I'll demonstrate with this guy. Unless he runs away. Oh, okay. I guess not. Isn't that possible with the Fume too? No, actually. I've tried so many times with the Fume, it's not. It's just the thing with the Cathedral Knight. A lot of weapons have R1 into jumping attack. That's great hammers, isn't it? The Fume, I don't think most great swords. Watch, I'll do it with the Zweihander. I'll do R1 into jumping attack with the Zweihander. I don't think it'll work, but it's if I'm proven wrong, that'll be good. Because then it's something else. Wait, how much stamina does a jumping attack take? That's a lot. This is one of those good old-fashioned gankers. The ones that, like, actually wait for players. That's some good damage. Out of stamina. Oh. Whoa, did not see his swing. Whoa, whoa, it's doing it again. I can't even see what he's doing. Oh, no. He tried to heal. Damn it, he fucking made me pivot. How could it? I would have jumped, but yep, that's it. Curved greatswords too. I know the curved greatswords. The curved greatswords have it. They definitely need it. Oh boy, do they need it. Their R1 speed is so atrocious. Dude, that's like one of the easiest weapons to reaction parry out of all of the weapons in Dark Souls 3 at least. That's like one of the easiest to reaction parry. It's just that I'm terrible at parrying. Anyway, see ya, Khaled. Yeah, sorry you couldn't stay long. And the problem with your build is that you don't have enough vitality to poise 2 hits. That is true. That is true. I only have 17 17 poise. The most I can is usually like long swords, but if I'm using ultra weapons, I can like poise through one-handed ultra weapons. That's that one-handed ultra. I can poise through one-handed great swords. Like claymores and stuff like that. Bastard swords. If it's one-handed, I can poise through that. In Invasion's poise is so good. Lieutenant Dan. Dead angled. healed with the wrong Estus. I thought he was gonna heal with he healed with the Ashen and the Estus, and that ended up killing him. What can a Great Hammer do with 30 poise? Since Great Hammers have good poise health, oh, it just depends, Astral. If you swing and you take damage from a longsword, you're gonna lose poise health. So that limits what you can poise through. If you have a Great Hammer, I want to say you can, and this is my this is just my opinion. I'm not exactly sure. I'm pretty sure you can like if you do an R1 with a Great Hammer, you can poise through a two-handed Zweihander, like two-handed ultra weapon. I'm pretty sure you can poise through. However, if you get hit by another weapon, you might not be able to poise through it. So I recommend testing it. I know that poise health is also dependent on attack. So if you do an R2 and you have poise on that, so you have more poise with an R2 from a Great Hammer than you have for an R1 with a Great Hammer. That I'm pretty sure you knew that. So if you're fighting someone, and let's say you're on the cap, you're fighting someone with a Great Hammer, and you have just enough poise to hyper armor through a ultra greatsword. Sorry, hold up, let me cough. Anyway, if you have enough hyper armor to poise through a two-handed Zweihander, but you're fighting someone else, there's like another guy there. He hits you first with a straight sword when you hyper armor through, and then you get hit by the Zweihander. You're gonna get poise broken because you have less poise health. So you just have to pay attention. And the best way to replenish your poise health is to cast a weapon art. Just like if you have an offhand dagger or anything that casts it. You can't really do it with a stance. Like stance weapon arts, you have to do the actual weapon art. So just have like another weapon that has like a one-tap weapon art, like a poise or something, or a quick step. Oh, this cough, man. See, ooh, I see it. Oh yeah, I definitely see it. Hello, Scrub Lord. Wait. For anyone who's is anyone else having issues with the stream? Is it skipping frames or anything? Well, I know it's skipping frames, but how often? Is it every once in a while, or is it pretty consistent? It just might be my internet. Oh, shit. Let me check. Let me check something really quick. I think I'm having a little bit of issues with my internet. It's been a while since it rained in my area, so okay, I see. Ah, shit. Alright, so there is a billing. There are some issues with my internet in my area, so it's not just me. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. We were kind of having like some minor flooding in my area. So Also, hello, Janino. And hello, Eternal. Yeah, it mostly has to do with the area I'm living at. There is it rained recently, and we kind of had a little bit of flooding. Not major, but enough for some cars to get stuck in some areas. They couldn't move because the water just locked the cars into place. So I was pretty sure that some areas did get power outages, and not my area, but I was pretty certain that it would probably affect me as well. Hopefully it starts clearing out because it's not raining now. The sun is actually never mind. It's starting to get really cloudy. It might start raining soon, so I'm pretty sure. I'm actually glad I streamed earlier. Alright, Red. I know you're up there. Oh, this is bad. This is very bad. But this is not so bad because I can do this! Oh, you punished it. I wasn't paying attention who the host was, so... Oh, look at you, being fancy. That Dark Sword range. What is this crazy range, man? Damn. Look at this range. I think. Oh, that was a host? I thought this was a host. He seems like. Honestly, I thought this was a host. Hey there, Swam. How are you? Where do you get all that Seagbro from? A friend of mine dropped it for me. It's actually very easy to do on PS4. A friend of mine, he was able to basically duplicate the Seagbrows, and he gave them to me last night. And it's not hacking. You can literally do that if you have a friend. You can do it easy. On PS4, all you have to do is upload your save to the cloud, drop your items to whoever you're gonna drop them to, reload your save, and then pick them up from your friend on the new character that you plan to use everything on. Makes builds way easier to make. This cough, man. Oh fuck. It's like I'm at the last. I'm basically done with. I was sick after New Year's, so I wasn't able to stream. This cough is whatever remains, and it's annoying. The Great Sword of Judgment is a very good weapon. I just wish that in order to, because if you can make a proper build around the Great Sword of Judgment, it's just as good, if not better, than the Moonlight. I just wish that the Moonlight you can aim your laser beams like you could in Dark Souls 1, and that the explosion was actually decent. Whoops. Oh, death for me. Wow, that weapon does so... That weapon is actually very weak. I'm surprised. Ah, damn it. Hey, that's not bad. Are you trash talking the Moonlight right now? No, I'm not. But it was better in Dark Souls 1. I don't know about Dark Souls 2. I heard a lot of people complaining about it then. But I remember in Dark Souls 1 you could just use the R2, toss an energy beam like that laser, whatever, the magic spell, and it would hit the ground. It would cause this huge AoE effect that would knock everyone down. It was glorious. I loved it. I love that. I love that weapon so much. Use honey with lemon for your cough. I think I might do that. After a Gundyr is charged, do they get iframes on their stand-up animation? They do. It doesn't count as a... when actually, for those of you who don't know, when you knock someone off a ladder, or if someone has like that falling animation, their iframes disappear after they start standing up. So you can actually hit someone. You just have to wait a little bit. When you see them getting up, they no longer have iframes and you can hit them. But for the Gundir's charge, it has it's like full knockdown, so they have iframes throughout the entire thing. You can't do anything after. You just have to wait for them to get back up and start walking around. I'm gonna guess that he is in the yeah, he should be in the tower. Infinite range combined with binoculars with pretty. Dark Souls 2 had infinite range combined with binoculars was pretty amazing. Farming 27 gems, 27%. I could never get into that. Farming the 27%, could never do that just because it's such a pain in the ass. That you guys like that dead angle R1? I'm gonna see if I can do that a little bit more. This is a crit build, isn't it? There he is. Is that a... Oh, it's a red. Careful, he'll one-shot you. Dark Souls 1's the blast was actually larger. Like the range, I'm surprised because even then, like the range on the Moonlight Greatsword in Dark Souls 1 was slightly longer, but also note this: when you shot it, at the end of it, once it reached its maximum range, it would explode. So the range is actually longer than what it would assume. So if you shot it and it exploded, or if it hit a wall or anything, it would like just cause this big AoE, and anyone near it would get hit. It was so good. I loved it. Would you consider Dark Souls story to be a masterpiece? Honestly, I like Bloodborne's story slightly more. It's just that Dark Souls 1 would always have a place in my heart just because it was the first game where I got into the lore and like trying to figure stuff out for myself, along with watching YouTubers like Epic Name Bro come up with theories and stuff like that. It's a good feeling. It's a good feeling to go through this game. It doesn't hold your hand with the story. It basically like these are the events. It's like here's the game. Here are some cutscenes. Here's some item descriptions. Read them. Come up with whatever you want. It doesn't tell you explicitly the outcome of everything, and it doesn't give you all the details. It gives you just enough that you can paint the picture with your own imagination, and that's what I love about Dark Souls. It's like, but you have to understand, like, when you think about it, there are, like, the writers, the Soul series writers, they have to come up with all of this stuff, and they know, like, they might know where it all leads, but they can't tell us. Like, you know how difficult it is for some writers to not be descriptive, to not give us the whole story. They want to tell us. They want us to paint the picture. They want to give us all the tools. These guys literally have to like, okay, so we have to make this story, but we can't give them enough tools. We can't give them enough descriptions. We can't give them enough cutscenes. All we got, just give them just a little bit of breadcrumbs and let them figure it out. And probably someone in the writing room is like, can we just tell them what's going on? Is like, no, that defeats the mystery. And that's what I like about the Souls series. It's all about the mystery. Oh, that went right past him. GG. What do you do against people that use heavy shield, straight sword, and play super passive? Um, Someone like that. I remember once what I did was while I was playing, I had a spear in my left hand for pokes, and I had a straight sword in my right hand. And I would poke at him and try to bait him in. And anytime he would get really close, or I suspected him to start swinging, I would swing with my straight sword. Um, and then every once in a while, I'd switch to like a curved sword. Like that's the only way you could probably win, because if you're using like a claymore or something, they can just bait you out. They can punish your R1 attempts even if you stagger. You kind of have to play sort of try hard against players like that. It's really difficult. But, well, what are you gonna do? A lot of passive players, they play to win, but for them it's fun. For them, it's not gonna be fun for you. Like there can be duels or fights that last literally like half an hour, just because the players are fighting, or like they're being very passive. They're swapping rings, trying to regen lost health and all this stuff, and that turns into a battle of attrition. So it's if you don't want to deal with that, I mean, it's completely understandable. There's fight clubs at soul level 60. Astral, it's probably all the new players. As my relatives seem to call it, my cousin, whom I play Dark Souls once in a while, Christmas noobs. Christmas noobs. Players who get the game as a gift for Christmas will play and then host fight clubs and all that stuff. He says it, not me. Here comes the sun. Do 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 do. I swear, I don't know. I have that song stuck in my head. You're the host, aren't you? Why so many? You beat him with the Zweihander. Now that's impressive. You could, yeah, you probably have the advantage of the hyper armor. And it's difficult, but it's definitely doable. You've killed that same squad 5 times now. Parry King. That was a true Parry King. Yeah, Dark build is actually really good. It chips through shields way, way too easily. You can do like 60 to like 70 damage through a shield even if it was upgraded. Even the best shields, you can still do like 50. And if you chip through it eventually, I mean, two hits will get you like 100 damage. That's already really good. 100 damage, that's like hitting someone for half a swing. You just need 18 more of those and you're good. Oh, they're fighting the dogs. Why are you abusing the animal? I thought I healed. Out of stamina. It's like he doesn't learn. That got him repulsed once. Why are you doing it again? That seems to be the best source. Just like R1 spam everything. His Dark Souls plan, no thinking, learning aloud. Like a lot of times, like when I fight people, there was only one time where I fought someone who learned during the fight. I remember this clearly. It was when I was invading an Irithyll, and it was back when the game first launched, and I had like a soul level like 70 build, and I was invading, and then there was this one player, a new player. I was invading him. The first thing I did was parry him, but because he was R1 spamming, I did it twice. And then he stopped. He swung 2 times, and then he would back away with his shield. I'm like, oh, he learned. So he's backing away with his shield. He would heal. He healed up. I broke his guard with the weapon, like with the weapon art on my sword. I did it twice, and then every time after that, he would roll away anytime he saw the guard break attempt. I was like, wow, this guy is learning. And then finally, while I was fighting, I got him to low health, and I started roll catching him. Oh, it's the man. I started roll catching him with the spear, and whoop, and he learned that he learned to not roll spam, or else I'd roll catch him. Come on, demand. Try to punish his Estus recovery when he's walking away. I got it. I think I can get it. Or we could just poke him with the spear. Ah, too far. Oh. Ah. Just distract him. I guess the invader's helping him. Good stuff. You tried your hardest to ruin it. Watch out behind you. Chugged right in my face. The audacity. I hate how over-level fandoms sometimes they get such an advantage when it comes to like with stamina. They keep their stamina. Why do they keep their stamina? I wish the game kept track of what your stats were at a certain level, you know? Like let's say, yeah, that would make the most sense. Scale you down, literally bring down your points. Like if the game kept track of what you leveled and when, like let's say at level 60 you had like 27 vigor, 20 strength and 20 dexterity and 20 endurance, I'm gonna say. If you had all that, like the game would be like way more interesting, because then it would know. Like then it would be balanced, because you're fighting someone who's around the same level as you. Like whatever level the host is, you get scaled down to that level. That's how. Instead, the game just rounds down your damage and your vigor and whatever. And that's stupid. It shouldn't do that. It should remember what level what your stats were at a certain level and then go from there. Also, thank you, Katie. I had no idea you were streaming, just invading. Good to see you. Yeah, good to see you too. Good stuff, my friend. That was a good invasion. I love it when I invade with viewers who are competent. Most, like, I'd say 95% of my viewers are competent. 95%. And I love it, because then I can trust them to, like, hold the line. Actually put up a fight. And it's great. I like that. So it would probably be funny if they didn't come in knowing that. Yeah, that definitely would have. That would definitely change the game. Alright, I am going to hit you with this sword. So I'm guessing you're either going to get summoned or you're going someplace where you can't get hit by the flames, huh? Okay, that's a true combo. Like I said, that is a true combo. Alright, so let's get back to doing what I was gonna do, and that is R1 into jumping attack. Can great axes, can they do that? Oh, hey Link. Long time. Alright, let's try Zweihander. So, Zweihander R1 into jumping attack. It's not gonna work. I feel like it's not gonna work, but you know what they say about feelings. Don't trust them. Well, that's why we're going to be doing some tests. Yes, I'm level 60. Level 60. Yeah, I mean, a collector, I always try to give tips and stuff so people play differently other than R1 spam, you know? It's always fun. Like, it might not be the most viable way to play, but understanding the smaller mechanics can be interesting and makes for some, something to talk to, and maybe something to use when you invade. Alright, where is this guy? Which is all the game cares about. Evenly leveling down merely presents a benefit for the invader. It has no benefit to the which is all the game cares. Yeah, you have a point. You have a point. It's not about balance. It's about making it so that the host has something of an advantage. I'm fine. Like at this point, I'm fine with the. I'm fine with the cut health. I'm fine with the cut Estus. But when you make it so the game literally the host can resummon everyone that you've killed, it defeats it for many players, and that's why they're at such a disadvantage. That's why so many people have quit invading. I mean, I still do it. It's still fun for me. But yeah, people have quit, and the PvP community. I think that the two communities that kept the game alive were the speedrunning community and the PvP community. Because I remember back in the day in Dark Souls 1, speedrunners were always on this game. And people would always watch the challenge runs, the speed runs and all that stuff. People would always come and watch that. And that's enjoyable. That's fun to watch. And then you've got the other side, the PvP community, where people invade and try to fight each other, try to stop someone's progress or anything. And that's fine. That's good too. But when they literally like put in a mechanic that kind of destroys a big portion, because PvP in this game is big. It's like a big part of the community. Everyone wants to fight the host, wants to invade, wants to 1v1. Invasions are a big part. It's like the most unique aspect about Dark Souls, the fact that you can go into someone's world and just ruin their game because you're the bad guy. You're the obstacle that they have to overcome. And instead make it so you aren't an obstacle. You're just a hurdle. You're no longer a challenge. You're just an objective to get past. You're a checkpoint in the game, and that's what Dark Souls 3 sees you. In Dark Souls 1 and 2, you were an obstacle. You were like a mini boss. You were something to be feared because you presented a challenge to the host and his summon, who had to be careful when fighting you. But Dark Souls 3, you're all like, just get past, just jump past this loophole. This hurdle, and you'll be fine. You won't have to deal with anything again. And that is what I dislike. I didn't mean to like roll off all that way. That is what I dislike. You're so insignificant when you invade like that that there's literally no point.